Hi gang, it's Mr. Slaybaugh. Give me a fist bump. Here we go. It's good to see you. I wish I was there, but I'm recording from Southern California because I can't be there this week. And I wanted to make sure that you guys had a lesson. You can also watch this at home on Mr. Slaybaugh's YouTube channel. And you can practice with this at home. It's kind of like Mr. Slaybaugh's in your house. Ooh. Okay, let's look and review some stuff at the top of page 17 so that we know what's happening inside of this lesson. The first one is that you'll notice we're in 3/4 time under time signature on the blue. Now remember I told you that the book's a little bit different. It's kind of correct, but when you get in junior high school, they'll think of it a little bit differently. So I'm teaching you that way now. The top number asks you a question. How many of the bottom note are in a measure? That's all it does. It doesn't tell you how fast it is, doesn't tell you how slow it is, doesn't tell you the rhythm, doesn't tell you anything but how many notes are in a measure. In this case, the 3 means that there's 3 and the 4 means that there's quarter notes. That's all it means. So there's 3 quarter notes or its equivalent in a measure. Now, the second thing I want you to look at is located to the left of that, and it talks about rhythm. And you'll see that they've got a dot, and the dot lengthens the original note value by half. So if you have a half note and you add a dot, it's like adding a quarter note to it, because half of a half note is a quarter note. If you have a quarter note with a dot, it's like adding half of the quarter note, which is an eighth note, to it. What if you have a whole note? It would be like adding what? That's right, a half note. So now instead of 4 taps of the toe, you're going to have 6. It's just a funny little rule, and it was done many years ago because until about 30 years ago, music was written by hand. So they wanted to make sure that they had the simplest way to write it. And so you're going to see on this page dotted half notes for the first time. And that just means that it's 3 counts. Look on number 62 and counter in 3. Look on the second measure and it's tied, a half note to a quarter note. Now look on the 4th measure and it's a dotted half note. Likewise, in the last measure, it's a dotted half note. That is the same thing as if it were a half note tied to a quarter note. So they do that to help you see it in your eye. And I think it's a pretty easy thing to get. So I think you're going to be great at it. Now the last thing I want to review is look up on the top on the gold color under terms and symbols. They have, for now, the first time it's been introduced to you, dynamics. And this was invented by the Italians several hundred years ago because music is like speech. You have to have irregularity to it to make it interesting. You can't just talk monotone all the time. And so they said, well, let's use Italian words to indicate whether something is supposed to be soft or loud. And so the Italian for soft is piano, and the Italian for loud is forte. Now, if you're in our classroom and you look over, you're going to see that there is an instrument there. And most of you know it as the piano. And that's only partially correct. It's how we refer to it commonly. But its real name is a pianoforte. Why, you ask? Because it was the first instrument that could play loud and soft. There's a pedal on the far left. And if you play it without the pedal down, it's loud. But if you put that pedal down, it shifts the hammers over and it plays soft. So that's something that you can try if you have a piano at home. Press down the far left pedal and it'll make the piano play softer. So it's a new invention. It's kind of cool. All right, enough of this introduction. Let's get on to music. So we won't clap through rhythm time because it's something that you're going to see a little bit later. But let's clap through number 62 and counter in 3. Okay? You'll see there's slurs and ties. Difference between a slur, the note has to change its pitch. High-low. A tie is when the note is the same pitch. same note, tied together like they're holding hands. Okay? Sit up straight. Let's clap the rhythm together. Tap your toe. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, ready, clap. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Off. Rewind and repeat this until you get the rhythm right. Now, if you've got the rhythm right, thumbs up. If you got the rhythm right, not a thumb sideways, not a thumbs down. Everybody's thumbs up. Now we're going to play it, okay? These are all notes that everybody knows. So if you have questions about those notes, just pause the video and look back in your book as to what those fingerings are, okay? Okay, welcome back. Now let's play it. We're going to count in 3, and there's slurs and ties. Get ready to play. Back is straight, feet flat on the floor. We're tapping our toes. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. How'd you do? Did you get it right? If you didn't get it right, rewind the video, do it again until you get it from thumbs down to thumbs middle to thumbs up. All right? Now let's move on if you did get it right. And now we're going to look at number 63. And this one has dynamics in it and a pickup measure. Notice that the whole song is to be played piano. Soft piano. Now let's do the rhythm together. We start on count 3 this time because it has a pickup. And look in the last measure, there's only 2 counts in that measure, 2 quarter notes. So it means they took one away and they put it in the front. Okay? Let's clap it together. Tapping your toes, sitting up straight. 1, 2, 3, 1, clap. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and half note. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, half note. 1, 2, 3, and half note. Off. Make sure you end on count 3. Don't hold on and go to count 1. Count 3, because they took count 3 and they robbed it. They put it in the front. Okay? Clap this multiple times till you get it right. Rewind the video. Get it right. Okay, now I think we've got all thumbs up on the clapping, so let's try playing this. Remember, it's going to be soft, and we start on count 3. Here we go. Sit up straight, feet flat on the floor, tapping toes. Finger your first note so that you're ready to go. So get it out to slide positions. 1, 2, 3, 1, play. Did you end on count 3? That's important. And did you play the slurs? Some notes have tongues, some notes have slurs. Make sure that you get that correct. And also, was it soft? That's the hard part. Still have to play with good air, but it's got to be soft. So now, I want you to repeat that until you get it right. Just back up the video and repeat it till you get it right. Okay? If you've done that, now we're on to number 64, 63, 64, Cambridge Overture. Notice that this is in 4 now, and that there's no pickups. There's a rest in the first and second ending, but it starts on count 1, and it's loud. It's forte. That's what that F means. Okay? Let's try clapping this together. The rhythm's a little wonky. It's a little tricky, but I think you can get it if we practice it. Here we go. Sit up straight, tap your toes. Good posture. Count with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, clap. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. First ending, rest. 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Second ending, rest. 2 and 3, 4, and 1, 2 and 3, 4, off. You're going to want to repeat that. It's tricky. It's a little wonky, but you can get it. Just practice it and come back to me when everybody's got a thumbs up. No sideways thumbs, no down, all up. Wow. Okay? All right. Now, if you're back and it's all thumbs up, let's try playing that together. Notice every note is tongued, no slurs. Check your pitches. There's a lot of notes in here, and if you need to check the pitches, pause the video right now and go back and check what the fingerings and slide positions are on those pitches. If you're back and you're ready, let's play it together. And that F means forte, so let's be ready for this. Good posture, feet flat on the floor, back is straight, tapping toes. 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready, play. Did you end together on count 1? Did you get the rest? They're kind of goofy, aren't they? They surprise you. Practice this multiple times until you get it right. Just rewind the video and do it with me again, okay? Great. So that's going to end our lesson on page 17. If you're interested, you can always practice number 66, the Carnival of Venice. That's something that would be fun to practice, but we won't be doing it as a class, okay? Everybody, if you did great today, give me a fist bump. Give me a fist bump at any rate because I love my fist bumps. All right? I hope you have a great week. Practice. Turn in your practice sheets. And I'll see you next week on page 18. Have a great week, guys. Bye.